So come and lie down all the way on your back. Plant your feet to the floor, take your arms down by the side and just relax your head back down. Try and pull the shoulder blades into the floor so you might feel the chest lift. Try and open through the chest, and at the same time pull the waist back in, so you pull the lower back down into the ground. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Big breath in and out. Inhale. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone under. As you inhale, let the tailbone lengthen. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to tuck. And make that movement a little bit bigger with each breath. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to roll the spine off the floor. Not all the way, just a little bit more than the tailbone. Let it go. Exhale, start to roll up more through the spine. So maybe coming towards the middle back. And then lengthen down. Rolling all the way, maybe up towards the shoulder blades this time. And then slowly taking it down. Coming all the way up, maybe past the shoulder blades. So the tips of the shoulder blades lift and you're pushing the hips up towards the sky, driving down into the feet, squeezing the glutes. So engaging the backs of the legs. Then from here, rise to the balls of the feet and roll back down through the spine. So slowly roll all the way down, nice and controlled. Rest the hips. Rest your heels, drive back up in one motion, rise to the balls of the feet, slowly roll down through the spine, really slowly, resting the hips to the floor, rest your heels, drive back up to the balls of the feet, slowly roll down, taking your time. Rest your heels, 3 more. So drive all the way up to the balls of the feet. Slowly lower down. Pull the waist in. Rest your hips. Rest your heels. 2 more. Drive up to the balls of the feet. Slowly roll down through the spine. Rest your hips. Rest your heels. Drive all the way up and then onto the balls of the feet. Go for 1 more. And then at the bottom of that one, rest it down. Wriggle the feet so they're together. So the inner ankles and the big toes touch, the knees touch. Lift your hips up to the sky. So you have one straight line from the chest through your hips to the knees. And then open the knees out wide. Keep the hips high. Keep the inner heels touching. And then close the gap between the knees. Open the knees. So stabilize the hips by squeezing the glutes and lifting. Close the gap between the knees. Open. And close. For 5. Pull the waist in, squeeze the glutes. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And slowly roll it down. Bring the knees into a tabletop position so the shins are parallel to the floor. Take the hands to the back of the head, lift the head, neck, shoulders, open the knees, open the feet, or it doesn't matter, we're going to go both ways. Close the feet, open the knees. Close the knees, open the feet, Close the feet, open the knees. Go for 5. Keep the upper body lifted, keep the belly pulling in. Try and keep the elbows out wide. 3. Nice and slow, controlled movements. 2. Last 1. And then hug the knees into the chest. Just a gentle rock from side to side. Stretch both legs up to the sky. Take your arms out wider, so stretch your arms out to the side, squeeze the legs together, so from the inner thighs to the knees to the ankles. They don't have to be straight, there can be a little bend. Start to draw a circle with the legs, so slowly take that circle around, and the control is lower abdominals, inner thighs. Each time, see if you can take the circle a little bit bigger so you challenge yourself a bit more. Keep the inner thighs closed. Keep the inner thighs engaged towards the pelvis. 3. See if you can take it a little bit bigger. Challenge yourself more. Go slower, but take it bigger. 2. Someone's going very fast. I can't tell who it is, so slow down. And last 1. And then pause at the top. And we're going to go the other way. So go 6. Control that circle. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one, make it a little bit bigger. And bring it back to center. Keep the legs lifting up towards the sky. Reach your hands down to the bottom of the yoga mat now and lift your chest off the floor. So you're pulling the belly in, trying to almost push the lower back into the ground. Point the toes, stretch the right leg away, hold it. 3, 2, 1, bring it back and stretch the left leg away. 3, 2, and 1, bring it back. Right side. 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. Left side. 3, 2, 1, bring it back. We're moving slightly quicker, so go down and then switch them in the middle. 12, 11, keep lifting, keep reaching the fingers away. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep lifting, keep reaching the fingers. 3, 2, 1, bring the knees into the chest, rest the head back, just look to the left and look over to the right. Cross the shins, rock all the way up, come to a seated position, just sit with the legs crossed for a moment. Take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers and open across the chest. Take a nice big breath in and a big breath out. And then release your right fingertips to the side, stretch the left arm up. Just make sure you lift up to the ceiling before you go over, and then find that side stretch. So really try to reach up and then come over. Take it to the other side. So back through center, lift both arms, really reach through that right side, and then take the left hand down, stretch over to the left. Big breath. And exhale. Lift all the way back up. Take both arms up to the sky, interlace the fingers and just flip the palms of the hands. So really stretch up through the heels of the hands. One slight side bend to the right. One slight side bend to the left. And then back to center. Take both hands down to the mat. Step your knees back. Find all fours. Hands and knees. Keep the waist pulling in. So just be conscious that you don't drop through the center of the body. Take your left hand out, your right leg back, and your left little finger touches the floor and your right big toe. Inhale, lift the arm and the leg until you have one line that's parallel to the floor. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, parallel to the ground. Exhale, lower. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, lift, and breathe out. 5, lower, 4, lower, 3, lower, 2, lower, last one, and lower. Bring the left hand down, keep the right leg extended. Lift the right leg and then bend the right knee. So now the heel is kicking up to the ceiling. Don't let the knee go any lower. So we're going to lift higher and then bring it back to that starting point. Lift higher and then bring it back. So try not to lift and then lower all the way down. You want to lift, come back to starting. Lift, back to starting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch that right leg out and start to draw small circles about the size of your Pilates ball. So stretch the toes back, going in this direction for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Other way. 8, 7, 6. Stretching that right leg back as you draw the circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg lifted. Lower down to your elbows and your forearms. Look down to the floor so you're not creasing the back of the neck. Lift that leg high as you can. Feel the squeeze in the glutes and then lower all the way down. Inhale, lift as high as you can. Feel that engagement at the top and then lower all the way down. 8 more like that. Inhale, lift, engage at the top. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, engage at the top. Exhale, lower. 6, engage and lower. 5, engage and lower. 4, engage and lower. Keep the waist in. 3, lift and stretch it back and lower. 2, lift it up and lower. Last one, we're going to hold at the top. So take that right leg up, hold it, feel the back of the leg, tiny pulses, tiny little lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees together. Rise to the hands. Tuck your toes and just stretch back into downward dog. So you give that right hip chance to stretch out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Big breath. Exhale. And then come forwards to a plank position. Hold that plank position. Side plank facing the right. So let your heels drop to the left, your toes to the right. Reach your right arm up to the sky. So hold it here, or if you like, you can lift that top right leg or keep it lowered. Hold for 3. Try and really pull in through that left side waist. 2 and 1. Bring your right hand down. Rest to both knees. And then take your right arm forwards and your left leg back. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Pull the waist in. Inhale, lifting until you're parallel to the floor. Exhale, lowering. Inhale to lift, really stretch and lengthen at the same time. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Keep that leg stretching back. Bring your right hand down. Bend the knee so the knee goes no lower than it is now. You're going to drive that left heel to the ceiling and then bring the knee back to the starting point. Drive the heel up, bring it back. Drive up, bring it back. Drive up, bring it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that left leg. So reaching the toes back as far as you can. Small circles. So stretching the toes back. The circle comes from that left glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Change direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Slowly lower down to your forearms and your elbows. When you get there, take a moment to just pull the waist in, stretching the left toes back. You're going to lower down to the floor and then lift as high as you can. Inhale and squeeze at the top. Let it lower. Lift and squeeze at the top. Let it lower. Lift and squeeze at the top. Let it lower. Lift and squeeze at the top. Let it lower. 5, you're trying to stretch that left leg back as you lift up and then lower. Stretch and lift. Lower. Stretch and lift. Lower. 2. Lower. Take it up and hold. Find that engagement, find that work. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh no. 3. I can't see myself for some reason. You're still going. 2, 1. And then slowly bring both knees down and stretch back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, roll forwards to a plank. I can't see my screen, but I can see a few of you are still working. Yeah, I got a thumbs up, Libby. So we'll just keep going. From downward facing dog, roll forwards into a plank. And then we're going side plank to the left. So it's the left arm that's lifting. You're facing the left side of the room. 3 big breaths. Maybe you're lifting the top leg, holding it. Pull your side waist in. So really lift from your side waist. 2, 1, and then slowly bring it back. Stretch into downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Big breath in. And big breath out. Slowly walk your feet towards the hands. Come into a forward fold. From your forward fold, just let the backs of the legs stretch. Let the head be heavy. And then take your time, rolling up to standing. Pull the waist in. Slowly roll up. Sweep your arms up to the sky, big inhale breath. Big exhale, arms down by the side, chin into chest, roll the spine down. Slowly roll down. And then like a yoga kind of forward fold, we've done this a couple of times, chin into chest, so your head really does hang heavy, you're not creasing the back of the neck. Reach your hands to the bottom of your yoga mat, so you're trying to stretch beyond your thighs, beyond your shins, and really trying to pull yourself in with the strength of the abdominals. So pull yourself towards the thighs, try and close that gap between the lower body and the upper body. And then release that effort. Place the hands down to the floor, rest the knees down. And then from there, take it all the way down onto your left hand side. So lying on your left, reach your left arm out, lie your head on your bicep, legs together. So squeezing the inner ankles. Just make sure you've not totally collapsed through that left side waist. There's a little bit of a lift. Right hand comes in front, legs squeeze together. Lift both legs, hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower both legs. Try and relax the head. If you struggle to relax the head, close the eyes. Lift both legs, the squeezing together, so there's no gap between the feet or the thighs. And lower. Lift. 3, 2, 1. And lower. And now we lift, but we don't hold. So lift up and lower down. Lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1. Lift the top leg. Bring the right leg to meet the left leg. You've just got 5, so 4 more. Lift. Slowly lower. Control. Lift. Slowly lower. Lift. Slowly lower. Last one. Slowly lower. And then rest the legs all the way down. Just come onto your front. So bring your hands beneath your shoulders, face down towards the ground. Pointing the toes back, squeezing the inner thighs. Lift the feet off the floor. Back of the legs strong. Lift your chest. Lift your hands. So you're strengthening the back of the body. Squeeze your glutes. Try and stretch the toes further away from you. Reach your right arm up and out in front of you. Bring it back. So really strengthening the back of the body. Left arm up and out in front. And bring it back. Rest your hands to the floor. Rest your feet. Take it back to all fours. And then tuck the toes. Stretch your hips back up to the sky, downward facing dog. Lengthen through the back of the head and the neck. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Take your right leg up to the sky. Your right knee pulls into the chest, plank position, but you're pulling that right knee in. And then stretch the right leg up and back. Bring the right knee into the chest, but make sure you bring your shoulders further forward. So I want your shoulders to come right over your wrists. Take that right leg up and back. 3 more. Pull in and squeeze. Take it up and back. Pull in, squeeze and engage. Take it up and back. Last one. Pull in and engage. Take it up and back. And then step your right foot next to the left foot. Rest your knees and just come and lie on your right hand side. I'm just going to spin around so I can see you. So you're lying on your right arm is out long. Rest your head. Stretch both legs long. So make sure you're in one long line rather than the feet being forwards or the shoulders falling forwards. So you're in this straight line. Slight lift through the right side waist. Lift both legs. They're squeezing together and we hold for 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Lift again. 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Lift. 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Now we go for a count of 1. So lift, lower, lift, lower. 6, still squeezing the inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Top leg lift. So challenge in that top side waist. Slowly lower. Keep the bottom foot off the floor as well. Just 4 more. And lower. 3. And lower. 2. And lower. Last one, really slow. And lower. Rest. Lie onto your front. This time, instead of having the feet together, stretch your toes to the corners of your yoga mat, so they're stretching out the space between the feet, and then bend the knees and bring the heels so they squeeze together. From there, you're going to keep the heels squeezing. Try and lift the feet to the sky. Maybe the thighs lift slightly. You feel that squeeze in the back of the legs, in the hamstrings and the glutes, and then lift your chest and lift your hands like you're diving out of an airplane. Squeeze the heels together. Feel that strength into the back of the glutes. Hold it for 5. Try and lift the heels higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Stretch all the way back into your downward facing dog. So your hips lift up to the sky, your hands push down. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Big breath in and big breath out. Take your left leg up to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull that left knee into the chest. Use your waist. Pull in. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, stretch back and up. Exhale, round and pull in. Inhale, stretch back and up. Exhale, round and pull in. Stretch back and up. Round and pull in. Stretch back and up. Round and pull in. Then step back to a plank. Rest both knees. Inhale, look forwards, open the chest, cat-cow. Exhale, arch and round. Inhale, look forwards, open the chest. Exhale, arch and round. Neutral position through the spine. Take your left arm forwards, right leg back, big inhale. Exhale, round and bring elbow and knee together. Inhale, stretch out and lengthen. Exhale, round and pull in. Inhale, stretch out and lengthen. Round and pull in. 2. Round and pull in. Last one. Round and pull in. Stretch your right leg back and bring your left hand down. And then you're going to bring your left forearm and take it across the mat. So you're down on the left forearm and your right hand. Open your right hip to face the right side of the room. So instead of the right hip being down, open that right hip out. You're going to lift that right leg high and then lower about a foot. Lift the right leg and lower. So working the outside of that right hip, lift and lower, lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that right leg up at the top. Now they don't have to touch, but the intention is trying to bring that right knee to the right tricep and then kicking back up into space. Right knee to the right tricep. And kick up into space. 5. Kick back and up. 4. Back and up. 3. Back and up. 2. Stretch back and up. Last one. Back and up. Hold that right leg there. Rise to your hands. And then bring the right knee down. Breathe in. Look forwards, open the chest. Breathe out, arch and round. And then nice and neutral through the spine. Take your left leg back. Your right arm forwards. Breathe in, lift both off the floor. Breathe out, round and pull into the chest. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, really pull the waist in, round. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, round. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, round. Take one more. Stretch as much as you can. And then round, really pull in. Take your right hand down. Stretch your left leg back. And then lie your right forearm down to the yoga mat. Open that left hip to the left side of the room. And you're going to lower and then lift. So it's the outside of that left hip. Lower and then lift. So it lengthens and then shortens. So it strengthens as it lifts that left foot. 5. Lift. 4. Lift. 3. Lift. 2. Lift. Last one. Lift. Now try and bring that left knee towards the left tricep. Squeeze. Drive back up into space. Knee towards the tricep. Kick back into space. Knee to tricep. Kick to space. So really lengthen on that kick. Knee to tricep. Kick and reach away. 2. Kick and reach away. Last one. Kick and reach away. Bring that knee down. Rise to both hands. Inhale, look forwards, open the chest. Exhale, arch and round the spine. From there, tuck your toes. Stretch the hips back. Lengthen the heels away. Really push the hips up to the sky. Push your hands down into the floor. So this stretch and extension through the body. Breathe all the way in. All the way out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly bend the knees. Walk your feet towards the hands. Bring them in towards the top of your mat. Have a seat. Plant the feet. And then reach your arms out. Pull the waist in. Go as slowly as you can. We're rolling down for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring the arms down by the side. Rest the head. Walk the feet in. Push into the feet. Push up through the hips. So your hips are lifted. Engage and squeeze the back of the glutes. Only let your hips lower halfway down. And then drive back up. Full contraction of the glutes at the top. So lower halfway down. Full squeeze at the top. So really engage. Lower halfway. Lift all the way up. We just go for 5. Lift to the top, squeeze. 4. Lift. 3. Squeeze at the top. 2. Squeeze at the top. Last one. Squeeze at the top. Lower your hips all the way down. And bring your left foot in just a little bit closer And take your right leg up to the sky. So it doesn't matter if there's a little bend in the right knee, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Now, think about this as you go. You're going to push up the hips up only with the left leg, but I want you to try and keep both hips lifted. Try not to let the right hip drop. So push into the left foot, lift both hips and lower down. Doesn't matter if you don't go as high as you would with both feet. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Just as you're doing it, really have the intention of lifting both hips, lowering both hips, lifting, lowering. 2, lower, last one, lower. Slowly bring the right foot down, take the left leg up, and then again lifting both hips, so pushing into that right foot, driving down, lifting both hips, lowering, lifting both hips, and lowering. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take both legs up to the sky and just take the arms out to the side, stretch across the chest, wriggle through the feet, so just loosen off through both feet, both ankles. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then bring your legs together, heels touch, toes turn out to the side. So you have this V shape like this to your feet. Take the hands to the back of the head, lift the head, neck, shoulders. And then inhale, you're going to try and bring your knees to your elbows. So there's this diamond shape through the legs. Exhale, straighten both legs, squeeze the inner thighs together, reach them away from you. So inhale, bring your knees to your elbows, keep the heels touching. Exhale, heels are touching, straighten and squeeze the legs. 5, straighten and squeeze. 4, straighten and squeeze. 3, straighten and squeeze. 2, straighten and squeeze. Last one, straighten and squeeze. Hold them there. Reach your hands to the bottom of the yoga mat. Stretch through the fingertips. 5, 4. Can you take the feet a little lower? 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees into the chest. Lie your head back. Just rock the knees from side to side. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Rock yourself all the way up to a seated position. Plant both feet down, in nice and close, so you're sat nice and tall. Wrap your right arm around both knees and stretch your left arm back into space. Take your left fingertips down behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, pull that left shoulder back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, pull that left shoulder back. Inhale, lift. Exhale. And then switch it around. So big wrap around with the left arm. Reach your right arm back into space, first of all. And then take the fingers to the floor. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, pull that right shoulder back. Inhale, waist in, lift the spine. Exhale, pull into that twist. 2. And twist. 1. And twist. Come back to center. Take your feet about hip width apart and just slide your hands back behind you, fingers face towards the toes. Just push up into the hips, so nice big open through the chest. And we'll hold that for 5. Pushing down into the hands, pushing into the feet. 4, pulling the waist in 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your hips all the way down. Cross your legs, sit nice and tall. Just interlace your hands to the back of the head. Breathe in, open the elbows out wide. Breathe out, arch and round. Try and pull the elbows to touch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Final one, make it your biggest stretch. So really challenge yourself to lift the elbows up and out to the side. And then actually bring the elbows so they touch and the chin is right into the chest. And then release that. Hands to the knees, close the eyes. Just let the shoulders settle down. Lift through the crown of the head. Notice the length through the spine, the support around the waist, space across the shoulders. Taking a big breath in, reaching the arms up to the sky, nice and tall. And then exhale, bring hands into prayer heart center. Bow your chin into your chest and thank yourself for making the time to come and practice this morning.